Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best Canon EOS camera.
Starting at number 5.
Canon EOS 5D. While mirrorless cameras are all the rage these days, Canon still has some fantastic DSLRs, including the full-frame Canon EOS 5D Mark IV, which is one of the best Canon cameras for photography. The 5D series has long been a favorite among professional photographers for a good reason. This camera is built to withstand heavy use day in and day out, and it's got a battery life to match for long shooting days. Canon's excellent ergonomics are also on display here, with a roomy grip and plenty of physical controls you can customize. A long lineup of excellent lenses for the 5D Mark IV is available, and the camera's sensor shines. At 30.4 megapixels, you have plenty of leeway to crop and edit your photos, and it has excellent dynamic range and noise handling for low-light situations. If you need something lightweight and portable, you'll want to look elsewhere, but this camera is built to last through extensive pro-level use. And if the price tag is too steep for you, you can step down to the Canon EOS 6D Mark II or find a deal on older models in the 5D series, which still provides sturdy builds and pro-level image quality.
Coming at number 4.
Canon EOS R50. The Canon EOS R50 is one of the best budget cameras on the market, offering the best bang for your buck if you want a new mirrorless camera that won't break the bank. It's a great everyday or travel camera with a lightweight, highly portable design. It's also one of the best Canon cameras for beginners or those upgrading from a smartphone, thanks to simple controls and intuitive auto-shooting modes. Image quality is great for its class, using the same sensor as the Canon EOS R10, and it has a very effective autofocus system, albeit less advanced than higher-end models like the ones mentioned above. Unlike the older Canon EOS M50 Mark II, the R50 is part of the RF mount system, so you can use it with both APS-C and full-frame RF lenses, making it a good camera to grow with as a photographer. That said, if you aren't fussed about lenses or future-proofing, the M50 Mark II is still a good budget camera, and you can find it even cheaper. However, it isn't the best Canon camera for video, with very limited 4K video capabilities compared to the new and improved R50.
At number 3.
Canon EOS R10. The Canon EOS R10 is a fantastic entry-level camera and the best mid-range option in Canon's current lineup. It has a very typical Canon design, with an accessible user interface and controls, good ergonomics, and a fully articulated screen. It's a bit more portable than the Canon EOS R7 but doesn't feel as well built, with no weather sealing. You also lose out on more advanced features like IBIS and dual SD card slots. Still, the sensor captures excellent image quality, and the camera uses essentially the same autofocus system as its higher-end sibling above, so it can accurately track moving subjects. It's a surprisingly capable video camera with 4K at up to 60 frames per second, albeit with a significant crop and internal 10-bit capture. Ultimately, if you're looking for a cheaper and more beginner-friendly camera at a mid-range price point, this is one of the best you can get.
Number 2 of my list.
Canon EOS R7. If the Canon EOS R6 Mark II is out of your price range, the Canon EOS R7 is one of the best Canon cameras with an APS-C sensor. There are more portable crop sensor options than this, but it's a remarkably versatile camera. With a quick 15 frames per second max burst rate, it's great for fast subjects like birds and other wildlife. Throw in a sophisticated autofocus system borrowed from the pro-level Canon EOS R3, in-body image stabilization, IBIS, and 4K recording at up to 60 frames per second, and this is one of the most well-rounded options at this price point. The R7 suffers from the same problem as the R6 and other R-series cameras listed in that lens selection is still somewhat limited for the RF mount, but you can always adapt EF/EFS DSLR lenses if you have them. Speaking of DSLRs, if you don't mind giving up some of the R7's advanced video specs, The Canon EOS 90D is a great alternative with a higher resolution and longer battery life. It's also cheaper than the R7, though it's even bulkier and lags behind on video specs.
And number 1.
Canon EOS R6. The Canon EOS R6 Mark II is the best Canon camera we've tested. The Mark II takes everything that makes the original Canon EOS R6 great and adds a higher resolution sensor, faster e-shutter burst shooting, uncropped 4K video, and no recording time limit. That makes it one of the most versatile cameras for advanced photo and video work at this price point. The biggest downside is that the RF mounts lens selection is still limited. Canon's strict third-party licensing means fewer overall lens options than competitors like Sony, which has a more established selection of native and third-party lenses for its E-mount. If you're looking for a camera that can take stunning images with a set-it-and-forget-it autofocus system, excellent ergonomics, and advanced video specs, the R6 Mark II is hard to beat for enthusiast-level shooters.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.